Hi, we're trading the ES on a 2000 tick chart with the 21 EMA. So I drew my overnight highs here, overnight lows here. For the overnight highs, I was kind of debating them, whether it should be here or here. I ended up leaving them here after there was this reaction off of it right here. Um, but I started around right here, this area, and we started with this move up above the EMA, off the lows, and then it got very congestive and choppy, but we do see this range forming. I didn't get anything in here. It was just very unclear. Very hard to trade this. There's actually kind of a range right there. I didn't draw it, but there's that. And then breakout, pullback. Yeah, I didn't even notice that in real time. It was just very hard to trade. So I'm gonna delete that. This uptrend had an overshoot. It broke, went almost all the way down to the lows. It formed this range. Breakout of the highs failed. Breakout of the lows failed. I was thinking maybe I should have taken this, but it didn't reach the lows. I was really wanting it to reach the lows, and so I was against buying here, but it did work. We fade. We go above the EMA. We have a breakout pullback, and then this channel started to form right here, and then it started overshooting, but I left the channel there, and I started playing the overshoots. And so overshoot, we had pulled back. We don't reach the EMA. Consistently we don't reach the EMA twice. And the EMA is where you want to get the trades off of. This is way too far away to enter long, in my opinion. And so we make a new high, and then we finally get a correction down to the EMA with a good signal bar, but it's just a first entry. It's not something I was willing to take. But then here, I ended up getting something here, and then I moved this up to here, and then I was really nervous about this trade. And it doesn't seem like it's the best trade. So here's what I was thinking when I took this. It's off of the overnight highs, breakout pullback. It's a fade of this range, and I was thinking that, oh, but it has this downtrend going through it, but it has an overshoot, and that often leads to a break. So I do think it's a good trade, but because of all the negative factors, I did kind of get nervous, and I ended up scratching the trade. But I scratched it right here, right where this blue line is actually where I got out. I just closed my order, and yeah, I shouldn't have done that, because that's actually against my rules. I'm not, for my own rules, personally, a long time ago, I accepted if I take a trade, I'm either going to let it hit my stop or hit my target, no matter what, unless I'm in the trade for a really, really long time. Then I can try to get out at break even or whatever. But there was really no reason to exit the trade early. So I got 2 points instead of 3. Totally fine. Um, Either way. Now, so we're in this range. We fade. We have a couple legs down to the EMA. Don't want to enter into these highs. We break out, pull back, go into this downtrend. Now at this point, this uptrend has a break, a new high, and then we have a couple attempts down to go through the EMA. We shoot through the EMA, and then here we have a break. We have an overshoot in the break of this downtrend, and then this was the second trade. So you see it's a second entry short, and then it ticked higher, went lower, and closed below the EMA. So that's a trap because of the way it ticks higher and just shoots straight down, hits the stops of the people who entered there. And then if you actually draw an uptrend, it closes out of it. And so the two things here was it closes out of the uptrend here, and it couldn't reach the highs a second time. So I didn't really think of this as a confirmed uptrend, just a second entry, closing below the EMA, a trap, after this uptrend played out. So that's what I was thinking there. Got the full 4 points on it, 1-1. Um, and yeah, that was basically the end of it. Nothing much else happened after that. We had a couple legs down. We retraced to the EMA. Um, Let me draw this. We had this downtrend break, new low. Couple attempts, we didn't get back to the EMA. Nothing I see there, and then now we're just down here. So let me zoom in a little bit. I realize I'm kind of zoomed out whenever I do my analysis, so I'll zoom into the chart a little more. So this was the first trade. We have the overshoot, the break, uptrend break, new high. Yeah, I noticed whenever I rewatched some of my videos on my phone, and it was kind of hard to see because I was so zoomed out. Um, but it's easier to watch on the computer. But I just realized I just need to zoom in more. Someone commented that. I realized I'm kind of zoomed out, so hope this helps. So yeah, that's it for the day. Um, it felt like a slow day. On Forex Factory, which is the the news basically, where you see what news is going to affect the market. There were five red items, news items, and whenever there's a bunch of red items, it's usually either really fast or really slow. And it was also an FOMC day, and so yesterday an FOMC day. Yesterday I felt was really slow. Today it felt really slow. So maybe it has to do with the FOMC, maybe not. I don't know a whole lot, um, but I just noticed FOMC days usually aren't as good with trading for me. So but anyway, that's the video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all learned something. Hope y'all had a good trading day, and I'll see you in the next video.